to Honorable Mentions, the show where we look at Twitter and then just have feelings about it. We have feelings about the platform. This show is called Honorable Mentions, hosted by me, Rachel Jane Andelman, and we've been doing it for a while. And David is already doing threats in the comments. Great, I love it. Hi, David. Hello, Abolish Senate. Hello, everybody who is in the chat or is thinking about being in the chat, but hasn't quite worked themselves up to it. This show is Honorable Mentions every Wednesday night. You know that I host it because I'm on the graphic, and every week I say maybe this week is the week we update the graphic to reflect the fact that I actually do have a co-host. Not yet on the graphic, but for many weeks or months, he has been my co-host. Please give it up for my friend, my buddy, my mentor, my protege, and everything in between. Father, comedian, and just a great man. Give it up for D. Heller.
Woo!
Woo!
But not great enough to make the graphic.
Not great enough to be on the graphic any day now or week. That will change.
Okay.
Who knows?
Matt Fear? Does Matt Fear know? Matt Fear doesn't know.
Matt Fear is very busy.
He's very busy. Life is busy. How's your life?
It's good. It's funny. It's like I have nothing to do all day on Wednesday except for rehearsal that's like right before the show.
Have you thought about just like waking up at like 5 p.m. on Wednesdays?
Yes. To be fair, I do work on stuff, but like I don't have to, if that makes sense. Like I do my drawings for my Patreon, and I write my little emails, but nothing would end or self-destruct if I were unconscious. I have made very clear to the universe that it should not rely on me for things.
Speaking of things I did and you didn't, we have a guest tonight that I booked.
Wow, I need to
Great
start booking
segue, really kind-hearted and generous segue that I made.
I'm excited to make D get the guests going forward, and for him to get more and more bitter about it as we go. He's like, and I'm a D, and I got the guests, unlike certain people I could name.
Unlike certain people also on the screen who maybe introduced the show and maybe created the show.
I do get the tweets though. I am the person who like helps build the show out.
There's no show without the tweets.
There's no show without the tweets. But Adi, I heard you got a guest for tonight.
So I did, and they've been waiting very patiently in there. Wonderful human about town and about the internet and about comedy. Michael Traynor, my improv partner, off and on, currently not on. Here he is. He's the best, Michael Traynor.
Currently not on.
We haven't booked anything in 2022.
I haven't done anything. Yeah.
Nothing?
Not in 2022. No.
Okay.
It's early. We're fine.
Michael, welcome to the show.
Happy to be here. Happy to drive a wedge between you two. Excited. Excited for that rift to grow as the show continues.
I wish I could do that.
Like if I could.
Yeah.
You know, it wouldn't be.
No! Power move.
I guess I'm the star now. Yes, I have the focus now. If it wouldn't be a relationship with me unless there was at some point a rift. So, Michael, thank you for getting that started.
Oh boy, I guess on a long enough timeline, it's true for all of us. So it's not as damning as it sounds at first.
Yeah, in 200 years, there won't be a living soul who knows who any of us were.
Hopefully, all my secrets will die with me. Hooray!
And when people remember you, it's usually not for something good. It's always like, hey, remember that person who famously like started the war that ended all the cities and sank New Orleans into the sea. Remember that bitch?
Man, she shouldn't have been so negligent.
It's why you don't make me responsible for things. I will somehow sink New Orleans.
She was just looking for a Coke. She couldn't find it. Oh, bye, Doris.
Bye, Doris.
Oh, Doris.
That is a very rare Dee's wife sighting. If you have it on your bingo card, feel free to mark it off. But yeah, Michael, tell us about your relationship to Twitter. Do you have one? Do you ever look at tweets? What in your mind is Twitter?
I used to do stuff like maybe 10 years ago. I would like throw out a tweet here and there. Then I promptly deleted my account. And then when everything went to pot like 2 years ago, I figured I should probably have an account, but I don't want to like engage. So I have a secret account, no followers. I just follow like certain news sites and stuff like that because I know that if I like went in all the way, I would never come out. So this is my ice cream treat to myself being on your show. I just get a little bit and then I'm done.
Wow. I have a lot of feelings about the fact that I didn't know you were on Twitter and you have had an account this whole time.
You wouldn't. I've never written anything. You would not. How would you know? It'd be weird if you did.
I just feel like I should have.
I just want I want this episode. I want you to provide a series of clues, but not announce that you're doing it to the name of your account, but like just include the letters that spell it out in other words you say throughout the episode.
Huh. All right, fair enough. We'll see what we can do.
90% of all horny. There it is. 90% of all horny reply tweets are from Michael's alt. You're like CEOs do that with their secret accounts.
They do horny retweets. Is that what
they do whatever they want.
Oh, well, I'm also a secret CEO, so this works out perfectly.
That explains a lot.
I have the fingers for doing
that. Explains the lack of improv in 2022.
Yeah,
Michael's
that's how I
been
got this
very
paint.
busy.
It's very busy.
Very busy. Hiring, firing, acquiring, merging.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Going to tables, leaving tables.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a CEO. That's what we do.
If Succession has taught me anything, it's that running a company is being in rooms with other people.
Frequently telling them to fuck off.
And to have bad posture throughout. I think that's my biggest takeaway.
Yeah.
I
just started on the show. We're obsessed. We love it. It's too much, though. It's too much.
Yeah. I just started with the Righteous Gemstones, which I heard is like a sort of mirror-verse version of Succession. Like it's also about a rich family, but they don't run like a company in New York. They run like a mega church. So it has a very different tone, but ultimately is about the same things.
And that's a Danny McBride situation? Is that right? Okay.
That's the official term. He doesn't have TV shows. He has situations.
Yeah, there's Spike Lee joints, then McBride situations. And yeah, I have to be in the right frame of mind for a McBride situation, but I get there.
Then there's like, I don't know, like Jane Campion environments. There.
I like environments.
Yeah. Martin Scorsese institutions. Okay.
I like that you agreed with yourself on that. Yeah, that's right. And I agree too. It would be an institution. He doesn't make movies, he makes films, dang it.
Films.
And on that note, I would love, speaking of films, people have strong opinions about films on Twitter. And I feel like that's where we should gently move the focus of the show.
I love these segues. These are top notch.
I swear to God, my segues get worse every week. Like they started like fine. They started fine and they've gotten horrible. Other Dave Thomas writes, honest question. If I were to post a video of me flexing on Twitter like right now, would you all be obligated to talk about it? And the answer is yes. The answer is yes, because you're in the chat, which is where we want people to be. And so we have to serve you based on your whims. So if you want to post a video of you flexing, I'll retweet it to my 14.3 thousand followers, and everyone will have to watch it.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
It'll get in before my segment. That's how big it'll be.
Oh, yeah. So everyone watch the space for David's pecs or whatever you flex with. I don't know. Flexing is a very, like, to me, ambiguous phrase because you assume arms, but he did not specify which part of him. So it could be a leg flexing video, or it could be like just the pecs or somewhere else. I don't know how many parts. The neck.
Neck has muscles. Everything that's got a muscle can be done.
So we're going to see that when we'll play that on the show. So wait, watch, and be amazed. And hopefully David will make it a fun one for us.
Yeah. Not one of these boring flexes, like spice it up.
But we're going to take it to the Gmail drafts where we have all of the tweets of the week. These are the funniest, biggest tweets of the week that I saw. You may think, why is Rachel keeping all the tweets in her drafts? And the answer is, I don't know how to live. This is just how I do things.
This works.
I think it works. I think it's fine.
That's all it needs to do. All right.
And if Michael wants to make fun of me, he won't be the first and he won't be the last.
I won't make fun of you. I will say that it makes me anxious seeing that many drafts. I can't. When I watched the video of last week's episode, I'm like, I have to skip because I don't know how long they're going to talk about this. I can't deal with it. I just saw this on Facebook, probably.
Yeah, it's been making the rounds again. You notice that this was posted on April 25th. So whenever the photo took place, that's less relevant than when the tweet took place. And the tweet right now has 71,000 likes.
So
I'm so confused about when this photo was taken because that looks like Magnolia era Tom Cruise, and that looks like slightly post big Tom Hanks.
Yes.
And like two of them are flexing, and then Tom's like, I'm not going to bother.
No, Tom is, two of them are flexing and one of them is hiding.
And Tom Cruise is definitely on like an Apple box, right? Like there's no question about that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. You mean like he's standing on one?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not like a figure of speech that you use to describe a mood. Like, oh, I'm on an Apple box right now.
Some of those new drugs the kids are trying. An Apple box.
Oh my God, Tom Cruise is on an Apple box. You're right. You got to see it in his eyes. I mean, this is an incredible photo. My immediate thought was that that this was like a scrapped, like 3 Men and a Baby reboot.
I like how soft they made their faces while flexing. You know, it's like I don't want to show that I'm trying too hard up top, but I got the guns.
To me, I feel like this is the most you can relax while still hitting a particular standard of manliness. Like I feel like if they were to relax more, they would be considered too feminine to photograph.
An especially manly thing that they are doing, and by manly I mean it's a thing that only I think men do. They're putting their thumbs in their belt loops. What are they doing with their thumbs? And why do men do that? Why do men not know what to do with their thumbs?
Yeah, it's like they don't want to put the hands in their pockets because that makes them seem nervous. But like, what do you do with your hands? I'll do it like in the pocket of a belt. Like that's the only thing I can think of. But we don't know about Tom Hanks. He might be just like arms.
I think he's arms behind his back.
And head on Schwarzenegger's shoulder.
I do like that it's very like a gentle, like Tom Cruise isn't quite smirking, but he isn't quite like leaning into this idea that like these are two men, but he's just a little baby. Which I feel like if I were in his position, I would just like go full baby. So it's really a testament to his ability to refrain from going full baby that he was able to take this particular shot.
Worst of Tim's thought Hanks had his right hand around Arnie's waist, which was weirder.
Oh, maybe though. What is that hand? Whose hand is that?
I think that's Arnold's. I don't think that's Tom's. It's the same color.
It's not a comfortable hand. Wherever it is. So if it's Tom's, it does look comfortable to me. If it's Arnold's, it's like sandwiched between his and Tom's bellies.
It's like he doesn't want the bellies to touch, so he's like, I'm just gonna have his hand right here. Make this not weird. I love that all of these are just the same. There aren't too many variations because you can't improve on this.
Yeah. I always like it when there's like 100,000 quote tweets, but they're all just like, good photo. Someone's like, I love Rush. I don't know if Rush looks like that. I don't know if that's an on-target joke.
I don't think it is.
It doesn't make any sense.
No, that's not.
Rush is a threesome, though, right?
Rush is a threesome, right? So it's like oh wow, great picture of the Three Stooges. There were three of them. This is the it's the Rice Krispies mascots.
No.
No.
No, I came back to this one because Ansalt in the comments wanted us to look at the Yakuza. I believe Yakuza is a video game about Yakuza, and I assume that these are the three main characters. We can look at the
strong edit. That's a better pull than Rush.
Yeah. Okay. Eye patch is there. We got him.
We got him.
Yeah. There's the Big Lebowski Afghan.
Yeah, this guy is that guy.
Sorry, fourth guy.
Sorry, guy in green jacket. You just
that's the Joey Fatone of this group.
There just wasn't enough people in the picture to make you one of them.
But not so few that he couldn't make a Yakuza edit.
Hansen could have done a Hansen edit. There are a lot of
Hansen,
groups of three male characters out there.
Head and Shoulders, that's like I would say that's a B+ reference because like they are wearing black shirts.
Yeah. For some reason, Got Milk comes to mind too. Were there a lot of black shirts in those? I feel like there were. I
almost feel like Got Milk, like what really makes it feel like a Got Milk ad is like the gray background, like you're you're getting your picture taken at school.
Right, exactly.
Or you have like a lot of like these very bland, like dark gray backgrounds. Yeah, I don't know why they took the Got Milk ads like in like a Sears. Like I don't know if we didn't get a real background for what I assume was a multi-million-dollar ad campaign.
I'm not sure it was because it's like the dairy farm. I don't know how big are the dairy farmers of America. I guess they're big.
Enough to tell you to get milk, I guess.
Yeah. Enough to get every single commercial icon of
the mid to late 90s
to have like little mustache.
Look at Frankie Muniz. Frankie Muniz. There he is.
Awesome
no.
Jennifer Hudson. drinking it is. Oh, he's so little. You need to drink up, buddy.
He's got some abs. He's good.
Speaking of this, I'm gonna check David's.
Yeah.
Ooh, yep.
Every 10 minutes we check in on David's.
David flex check.
Where's your flex, David? I don't see it on your feed.
All right. Failed the flex check.
That's an F for David. I hope he's watching and feeling like he needs to hurry it up. Anyway, that's the first tweet of the week. Love those three guys. No more questions and no more answers.
This is Rush.
Someone wrote, this is a 42.6K like tweet. Today I walked into a grocery store and then saw that a smoothie cost $19 and then cried a little bit and then left the grocery store to go help my friends film TikToks and then bumped into Phoebe Bridgers on my way out the door in case anyone was wondering what living in LA is like. No, I've never lived in LA, but this is exactly what I assume LA is like every single day.
I don't think it's that far from it.
It feels right.
Yeah, it does feel right. I mean, it depends on the part of LA, I guess.
Yeah, I've only been to the airport, so I can't speak to it. But it seemed like smoothies would cost a lot based off of that.
Mm-hmm. I went to Danny Trejo's taco place.
Oh yeah,
it was a little pricey, but it was good. Very good.
You pay extra for the Trejo.
100%.
So
do it every time.
Danny Trejo, is he like a celeb chef?
No, Danny Trejo is Machete.
Oh, Machete. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sorry. And he has
spoiler alert, he got killed in Breaking Bad and his head ended up on top of a turtle shell.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well,
is that in the restaurant?
No.
That's a mistake.
Here it is.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Man, that looks so much worse than I remember it.
Well, this is an HD clip. I don't know if you watched it in HD.
That really changes.
Now here's Dean Norris flaunting his body above the bodiless man. He's like, look, Ma, I got arms and legs and a torso. But back to the tweet.
Back to the tweet. It seems like the format was almost like poetry. Like it was like a free association. Like I was just on the journey and I didn't know where it was taking me, kind of thing.
I like the run-on sentence filled with like too much stuff, so you really feel the weight of, in this case, LA. If I had to put this on a wall and critique it, that's what I would say.
Now, according to a lot of the quote tweets, people know exactly where she was based on the price of this movie. They say she's at the Erewhon Coconut. She got an Erewhon Coconut Cloud smoothie. So we're here on the Erewhon homepage. You can look at our story partner blog and select location. Let's look for LA, Los Angeles. This one we can set to my store. And I just really want to look at what they are serving there.
Oh no. I'm just so worried.
I'm looking up the meaning of the name.
I am the guest, so I'm just feeling things.
So you're in synesthesia. Twitter synesthesia.
Right. You're both used to this space. I'm just like, what is happening? Are we comfortable that they know where she was? Does that let them know where she may live? And it's like, because does she walk to this? Does she drive to this?
Levels on top of that. So Erewhon is a name, I guess, taken from a novel it's a place that names itself because Erewhon is an anagram for nowhere.
Mm.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah.
So nowhere is where you have to go to use your disposable income on stupid smoothies.
And you said the anagram is the term for that? I always screwed that up. Okay. How do we feel about anagrams? Let's just put it out there.
They're fine.
Yeah.
Overrated. I'd say overrated.
Yeah.
At best, I say, oh, okay, when it is revealed to me.
Yeah. Like an anagram is like someone who didn't have enough time to write a riddle.
Right.
Just made an anagram.
Let's move the letters around. Yeah, that's fine.
Yes.
It'll take time.
But to Michael's earlier question, I feel like if everyone is like quote unquote doxing her in the quote tweets, I feel like it's fine. Like we are merely observing things that other people said. As long as we don't like get more information about her out there than already is out there, then I feel like we are not the villains.
It didn't even occur to me. We are participating in the internet right now. I was part of the. Oh my gosh! Thank you for clarifying this. I might have said something terrible.
Michael, are you about to leave our show?
I gotta go. I got a company to run. This will sink me.
Why do they package them like that?
What is that supposed to be? What is
those are macaroons.
Yes.
With a lot of space for the air to just ruin them.
It's a fucking mason jar. You bought a mason jar and put a sticker on it.
Didn't even fill it.
Yeah, it's unfilled. I've never seen macaroons in a glass case. They always have like a fun illustration on the side. I can't imagine 12. I'm hoping is the package, not like one macaroon each.
But even so, it's $12 for like 6 macaroons.
Yeah, they better be good macaroons, which I don't think they are.
Even so, it's $2 for a little coconut ball. Jesus fucking Christ.
I feel like we could get pretty angry looking at this too much. For example, this 32-ounce can of soup is $15. I can't tell if that's too much or too little.
It's full.
Guaranteed it makes your poop really smelly.
Yeah, for sure.
Like Michael's his standard is whether the glass jar is full or not.
That's a new podcast. That's a new podcast. Jarfulness.
Like all of these are full, but the macaroons are like, no, you're kidding. Just fill the jar and charge extra. I don't care. That looks stupid.
So people know where she is based on the price of the smoothie.
They've triangulated her.
Yeah, they triangulated her. Someone said this is Nashville, but instead it's like Garth Brooks instead of Phoebe Bridgers.
Are they buying $19 smoothies in Nashville?
I think parts of Nashville can be pretty pricey. I think it can be pretty bougie. Mm-hmm. It is the country music center of the world, I think.
That's fair. Yeah. No, I guess it's very wealthy.
A fun fact about Nashville is I went to see improv in Nashville, and the improv was like good. I would say it was like neither worse nor better than the improv you would find in Boston. But what they really excelled at was the sound system. The wonderful sound system, because all the music producers live in Nashville. So like when like the music for the teams came on, it was like totally clear, high definition sound.
Yeah, I imagine they had like a great announcer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the improv is like fine.
The improv is just, a short segue to the next announcement.
Mm-hmm. As you see, we are refreshing David's feed. Still no Flex video.
Flex check.
Flex check. So we'll see if that comes on. Otherwise, David's gonna get an F for the show.
Mm-hmm. we're gonna have to find ourselves another Dave Thomas. Sorry.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
so this is another tweet that has 23.3 thousand likes. It reads, a guy my age was telling me how happy he was that his wife just gave birth to their 4th child and then was like, sorry, don't mean to brag. And it's like, oh, no worries. Your life literally sounds terrible to me.
Yeah, 23,000 people so far.
I mean, that's a lot of kids. That's a lot of kids.
For so many.
Yeah. What are you doing? I mean, come on.
Here's the thing that I will say that I've seen with people with many kids. It seems like, especially once you pass the threshold from 2 to 3, you give so much less of a shit.
Right. Just keep going at that point.
It just all washes over you.
Yeah, I feel like it would be fun to have like a lot of kids. Like I don't necessarily know if I want like 1 kid, but I'm like, oh, I could maybe do like 6 kids, and then like they kind of like just are like their own little tribe.
Yeah, there's something to it. then they're they're a super team. You've got the hacker, you've got the demolitions expert, you've got the
Getaway
muscle
driver.
Yeah, exactly. You've got the getaway driver.
All right. So who's who in this? Muscle's in the middle, obviously.
Muscle's in the middle. Blondie next to him is demolitions, I think.
I think the far right is they're the one that actually sneaks through the vent and like repels down to. Are we heisting something? Or are we blowing up? What are we doing? What is this? What's the goal?
We're a super team. We're the Ocean's 11 squad mixed with the Fast and Furious team.
Okay.
They got to be ready for anything. They might be hired out by the government soon.
Okay.
But they started out as criminals.
For sure. That reads clearly on this photo.
Yeah, and then I think brains. None of them are the brains.
I think the guy on the left is the financier.
Yeah, and then the next one in, that's like that's the social networker. He's the one who connects them into the jobs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's called the mouth.
Yeah, the mouth. Frankie the mouth. I don't know. What are they? The William Tots. William Tots.
Frankie Tots. It's been a long time since I've seen you in the cafeteria, Frankie Tots.
Oh yeah, no, and then green shirt over here. He's just tall. That's his thing, is that he's tall, and so he can reach things higher than the other ones.
I'm Frankie Jr. I'm the height.
You can't see them because they're laying down, but the legs behind that kid are 8 feet at least. It's crazy, that kid.
Old Stretch William Todd.
The tiniest torso, but his legs nuts.
All leg. Literally all leg.
No, I need to see if this is a Google image search, which will
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not really helping me here.
Not enough.
I was really hoping that there would be like somebody had taken like their children and had them act a heist.
Do you know it turned out to have been fake or whatever, but the children's production of Scarface that was like popular 10 to 15 years ago?
I do not.
Oh, it's so good. It's so fucking good.
Oh.
They have a pile of popcorn instead of cocaine.
What was fake about it that it wasn't Scarface?
It was like put on. So it was presented to the internet as though this was what the kids wanted to do for their school play, so they did. But it's just a sketch that people produced. It's amazing. It's a bit of a watch. You probably get like 4 or 5 minutes of it when you watch, but I cannot recommend it highly enough.
I like the set design. I like the palm trees. I look forward to it. Seal of approval.
And it's the final scene. It's the one where he's like at his most coked up.
The only scene I've seen. I figured I don't need the rest of it. Coraline, very good. Always good.
You don't usually see a Coraline reaction pic. That's the mother. You usually see the father is used as a reaction pic.
Oh.
I've never seen Coraline.
It's good.
You'd like it.
Yeah, still no flex video from David. We'll keep checking.
Why would he write that and not have a photo already like queued on his phone and just?
Yeah.
Here's what I hope. I hope he got our reaction to it and has just been doing repeat takes, trying to get it right since then. The last 30 minutes.
It's a real stressful time for him right now, for sure.
David, it's good enough. Just upload something.
Sorry. I do want to give a nod to the chat to Heather on the last tweet. Had a very, very good point that I was also thinking, which was that fundamentally, like, the guy bragging about his wife having kids is super fucking weird.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like, if there's bragging to be done, she did it. She deserves it.
Yeah. But she's too busy dealing with the aftermath of this guy.
Yeah, and he's out and about. Go home. You have 4 kids.
You have 4 kids. You don't have time to brag.
He did it 4 whole times. Maybe. Or science did it 4 whole times.
Oh, I love the first ones with the lion. I don't know if it's a reference, but I just like that it's a guy with a lion for bragging idiot. It might be incredibly sad, but I like it without context.
Yeah. I like to think that everyone ended up fine, unless you've heard about it. This is the next tweet. We have my mother staring down at my casket. Open casket. Is that what you're wearing? 108,000 likes since posting it on the 27th. So that's today.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really good tweet.
Good tweet and wildly popular.
Mm-hmm. Right to the point. Does the job. Yeah. I'm curious what the reactions to this could possibly be aside from slamming their own moms.
100%. I was like thinking about what I could say, and it's like, I could say the different horrible thing my mom might say.
I like my mother staring down. Good, she's in long sleeves. No one has to see those tattoos. That's very funny.
See, I think my mom is showing up to my open casket like with something that I left at her house that she never intended for me to leave there. So she's just reminding me that she was keeping an eye on it out of the goodness of her heart, but she can't anymore.
What is my mom doing at my open casket? It's something I haven't thought of before. I don't know. She's probably taking a bunch of mints home for sure, because that's what I would do.
Is that going to be at your funeral? A lot of free mints?
No, because I know my family would take them. So you'll have to pay for the mint if you want. This funeral is expensive. You got to pay for these mints.
There's a mint dispenser.
Yeah. You get a free onion to eat at the door, and then you have to pay for the mints to deal with that mistake.
Bereavements.
Oh, I've seen these actually.
Oh,
I think.
really?
It's a real thing?
Yeah, I think it is.
Good for them.
Oh, you can get them custom designed on the label, so you can say celebrating the life of me or Michael Traynor. You can have it. I like 1999, 2016. Thank you for coming.
Mine is gonna say a D Heller, whatever 1983 to year I die. A breath of fresh air.
Oh, I like it. Are we supposed to save the custom mint package?
Well, and the thing about mint packages like that is very few people go through them quickly anyway. So even if you're not saving it, like you will find it 2 years later, like in
Right.
your glove compartment.
Someone goes to get a mint, they find that, and like, oh, I guess
Forget me
my
not.
breath isn't that smelly. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Why was Amazon on here? Just because?
Because they sell everything.
That's fair.
Yeah. You could probably go shopping right now for some funeral mints. You could probably buy other people's. You could probably buy mints from other people's funerals right now.
Right, through Alibaba, through Amazon.
I love those, the ones that dissolve. The multicolor ones right there. Melt on your mouth. That's the mints you're going to pay for at my funeral. And
from nuts.com.
Oh no, it's inside.
I literally, Sean texted me because she's away on the West Coast for work, and she texted me out of the blue, there's a nuts.com. So this is the second time this evening I've heard nuts.com.
It's going to become a big part of your life, Michael.
If David doesn't flex next to a screenshot of nuts.com, then like forget about it.
Yeah, why do we even have a show?
Yeah, every time I
Come on, David.
David, we're trusting you. Anyway, I think what would be fun is if you designed some funeral mints for people who are made up, who can't die because they're imaginary, and then you can just choose when they were born and when they died, and you can kind of like come up with a fun name, and then we can all kind of like come together and remember this person who isn't real. And I think that's kind of like a fun idea.
And then you can tell stories, and you're building a world of this person. Yeah,
exactly.
Is that like, that's probably an improv open somewhere, right?
Probably.
For sure.
I'd like to see the show, but
yeah, that's like what, the big chill. It's like everyone's getting back together for a funeral.
I like that.
Yeah, here's the next tweet we're going to be looking at. Has 104,000 likes.
All right.
Posted on April 23rd. It says, after Harvey Dent became Two-Face, he successfully applied for a credit card under that name. So we have a screenshot of Two-Face from the cartoon, and then we have a screenshot who he has clearly has.
Oh, and he's got the devil's number on his credit card. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Great credit history for that guy.
That's a really strong tweet. Really strong comment.
Oh my gosh.
Someone writes, Joker doesn't fuck with the IRS, and Two-Face has a credit card under that name. It's clear that Gotham's financial institutions have fully adapted to the existence of supervillains.
So the other supervillains must have credit cards as well, right? He's not just flashing this around as the only villain with credit.
Penguin would have a credit card.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There must be
I feel like the Riddler is a crypto bro.
For sure.
Mr. Freeze.
He has a bunch of savings bonds that he thought would be worth more. He realized they capped him after 20 years or whatever.
This is $1,000. Are you kidding? It's not even inflation adjusted.
But I saved it all this time. That's all I get.
Sparkly bubbles. The woman is a cat burglaress. She takes. Burglaress, burglar.
I like burglarix with the X.
Burglar X. That's like espresso.
I always felt like the female version with the X was like the coolest thing. Like aviatrix sounds so cool. Like, yeah, I'm just like, yeah, I'm like, I would learn to fly, just be called that. And for no other reason.
No, it's the only benefit for sure. Yeah. So, yeah, it really does underline how like evil credit card companies are if they're just really backing anyone.
They're like, money is money. What are we, an orphanage?
We can't disclose the financial records. Our customers, information is very important to us. I don't care if he's frozen the world or what did Two-Face do? Did he have a thing? Did he want to make people burned?
Two-Face? No, Two-Face just killed people.
There wasn't a thing?
Yeah, pretty
his
much.
thing was like, I'm going to flip my coin, and if it lands on the bad side, I'll kill you. But like, it always lands on the bad side.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a little joke.
You make your own luck.
Goes home and says, I did the joke again. It was really funny. I flipped the coin. They thought it might land on the other way, but it didn't.
His girlfriend's like, yeah, it's hilarious.
Good one, honey. Like she's swiping on Twitter. On Twinder.
We thought
that's Tinder if you're interested in dating twins.
We thought he lost his girlfriend from the wallet photo, but that was not a sad look. That's just
sorry.
I've moved on.
I have moved on.
With the goat?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm here.
This huge spaghetti bowl is goated. So, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let you guys take a second.
Yeah, no.
So there's only one goat.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of spaghetti. So was this couldn't all have been made for that one goat? Could it? Or is this leftover spaghetti from a function that they're like, I wouldn't eat this leftover spaghetti. No way. Give it to the goat.
Spaghetti. Thank you, Ansel.
Yes. Someone has the belief that this is in the Philippines based on the scrap bamboo, goat, and spaghetti. It's unclear without that kind of level of supposition where the photo takes place. One idea is that they had a lot of leftover spaghetti, and therefore they just kind of put it out where their live feed or their animals could get to it.
Yeah. The bowl does remind me of, I used to watch this YouTube channel. I think it was Kadeb Cooking or something like that. And I don't know if he's in the Philippines or it's like a kid who's just like, he just makes food like probably it looks like there's like a farm behind him and stuff. And he always uses that kind of a bowl. And I love to believe that there's a world where he made the spaghetti for his goat, but it looks
like a wok?
I guess kind of, yeah. I don't know if it's got handles or anything. Or we just, deal with it. I don't know.
It's an awesome bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just want to be clear that I really love this goat.
What about this goat do you love, Adi?
I love how to me it reads, because goats can be a very active, twitchy animal. You don't really know when they're gonna kick or when they're gonna shake their head or whatever. And this goat is set at peace. This is its Buddha nature. This is how this whether it's the 100th time or the first time that this goat is eating a massive bowl of spaghetti, all I know is that it's in ecstasy and its entire being is at peace.
Sorry, I just saw the chat.
The goat is actually vomiting.
Oh my god. And perfect timing to you making a great point about how peaceful the goat is. Like, no, what if it's vomiting?
Wait, does Worst of Tim's actually know this? Or is Worst of Tim's extrapolating?
Oh,
I believe he's extrapolating just because based on the comments and the quote tweet, it's very difficult to find anyone with any knowledge of where, when, or by whom this photo was took place.
Yeah.
Everyone keeps saying it me, but all I want to know is where whom.
yeah.
That's your retweet, please.
Oh, it's happening.
It's
Yes.
happening.
Look at this. Look at this. Not only is content found, it is given.
Yeah, we're participating in the internet, Michael. You said it.
I wasn't prepared for that.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Yeah, in all of our preparation, we didn't cover that.
The dossier did not mention it at all.
I did have a show on the channel where I would tweet like for the show, and I would like explain to people why I was making choices or telling certain jokes a certain way.
Yeah.
So that to me is almost second nature. I'm like, I'm just gonna go tweet in front of an audience.
Love that show.
Yeah, it was great to see how your brain worked and not like just seeing the tail end of what happened when your brain works, you know?
What happened when my brain worked? Also known as content.
My brain is just a big sluice. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it.
I've always gone with sluice.
It's a sliding gate or other device for controlling the flow of water.
Oh, okay.
Sluice.
So, like, this is where the content would start, and this is what my brain would do to it.
That's a meme.
Here we go. Yeah. And you can get more. Yeah. Sometimes there's a little staircase.
Oh, that's fun.
Yes, a sluice is a good thing. I don't know what I still don't totally understand the purpose. I guess it's to move water from one place to another with minimal mess and water loss and spillage. I don't know.
Water control, yeah.
But all I know is that when one is working, it's pretty. It's a pretty thing. It puts me in like a Zen state, as if I had a giant handleless wok of spaghetti.
Actually, all the sluices are just vomiting.
I'm vomiting.
Oh man,
I'm so mad at David.
I mean,
I
know
show I have reached out to him and requested the flex vid.
I mean, I know we talked about not doxing people, but if he doesn't post this, I might make my secret account known and just start only posting about him, not posting this flex video.
What's so annoying is that, like, I feel like flexing is itself a tease. Like, look how strong I am. If something happened where you needed a strong guy, I'd be there. I feel like it's already a tease. So to tease a flex video feels to me like the height of indulgence.
The flex for sure.
Yeah, I'm like... And also, like, if you're not posting flex videos when you're going to the gym, what I assume is 23 hours a day, then what are you even exercising for? Fitness? I don't think so.
Health, we already established in 200 years, we're all gone anyway. So
Yeah.
Just post the video. What is happening in this video? Hold on.
So this is the next tweet I wanted to show you guys. The Japan receives New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern with 2 Kiwi
Like, oh no. Oh no. It's far away.
Why are these so? Why is the music so sad?
We heard you were coming. We heard also that there was a loss in your family, so we wanted to pay our respects. These mourning Kiwis. Oh my god. And they're all facing the other way. Like, this isn't even the show. They're facing a wall.
Oh my god. Right? That's fucking hell. That's hell. That is hell. That, like, being in that costume, having to do that dance.
At first, I thought they were behind glass and that it was for their safety.
Oh my gosh. I knew it was gonna be sad and I wasn't ready. Yeah, why the fuck are the chairs facing away?
I love the guy standing, like, kind of looking over his like, shit happening.
It's like those parties that like only exist on TV shows or for rich people, like maybe on Succession, where there's like a random like standing like nude person, you know, that's like paid to be there and like is there, and then just everyone ignores them.
It does feel like the people in the costumes are not prepared to move to this type of music and are just dealing with it on the spot.
They hired like the best mascot like performers from Japanese baseball and then put them in these fucking costumes.
I guess.
I don't understand why the music is so sad. They can play anything.
I didn't even think about the musicians.
Oh man.
Like, are they looking at each other and saying this is wrong? Like,
I'm getting paid. It's a gig. Fair enough. I don't understand why they request this, but all right. Oh my god.
Right, it's a wedding band. Like,
I don't know why, but the fact that the Kiwis aren't even interacting is like adding it to it for me.
Right. No, it could have been a performance. It could have been a performance. But it's not. They just said get out there and riff.
Figure it out. Go out there and play.
You just do your thing. Make your magic happen.
At the risk of subverting this footage too much, I have to notice that the yellow Kiwi does like throw like glances towards the brown Kiwi.
Oh, so it is a performance. It's about unrequited love.
Oh my god. Are they going to kiss? That's a great question. They should.
We can answer this question. Won't they? They won't.
And their mouths are open, right? That's what the whole time they're just screaming.
No. Those aren't open mouths. Those are slices into their bodies.
Oh, so this is like their death rolls because they've each been hacked.
So wedges cut out of their heads.
They're like, ah. Oh my god.
So it's like a testament to how good this video is that the follow-up this event also featured Arden being challenged to a calligraphy challenge. Like that barely skims like my interest. When generally I feel like when a world leader is challenged to calligraphy, like that should be pretty funny. But like I am so overwhelmed by
Now you picked these tweets, so like, did you watch this video before, or did you just see the screenshot and you're like, this is gonna work? I don't.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I saw that it was 166,000. I saw the swaying. I watched the video without sound when I chose it for this.
There we go.
I wasn't ready for the music. Just again, if you're just stopping by, this is what the video
Oh my god! Oh, the stickers.
Yeah, the stickers.
Little soul patches.
They got the stickers on their faces.
Oh man.
This is like Schindler's List score music. Like, this is as sad as music can get.
Music for atrocities and awkward Kiwi dancing and nothing else.
Zespri. Jesus Christ.
Someone writes, I love this business presentation norm in Japan. Is this a norm in Japan? A PowerPoint on the market potential of importing kiwi fruit while mascots sway mournfully in the background. And serious 50-year-old dudes in suits just accept it.
The times they are changing, man.
Oh my god.
Even their military is like that. Very serious officers line up for a group photo and just randomly in the mix, there will be an 8-foot watermelon.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
No, it's legit. Like, every town has their own mascot, if not multiple.
I don't know what in my life could have prepared me for this, but here we are.
Someone says, you have no idea how popular these Kiwi brothers are in Japan.
You're right.
Oh, they're Kiwi brothers. So obviously, Yellow is the younger brother, trying to get eye contact from the older brother.
They're angry.
There's a lot more content. Oh, this is not a video. This is a screenshot.
Why would they do that to her?
Are they getting massages? Yeah, they're getting massages.
They're getting massages.
Angrily being massaged. Oh my god.
Fucking.
This is crazy.
Oh my god. Guys, I'm just coming back to myself. I left my body for the last 10 minutes.
Good.
Unreal.
And people are trying to bring it down. People are trying to talk policy in these replies, but I am not interested.
How could you be talking about policy at a time like this?
Oh, we're back. Oh, do we have names? Is that what that tweet said?
What?
Yeah, they have names. They've got names. Kizen and Kiwi.
Kizen and Kiwi?
Or is it Kaizen? Kaizen and Kiwi? It could be Kaizen.
Let's replace the Sluice. Kaizen and Kiwi.
Sluisa. Kaizen and Kiwi.
I'm not getting the mascots. Let me add the word mascots.
Maybe we've been had.
You might be had.
An internet posier.
These do not look like the same. These guys do not look like the same.
No, they almost look like avocados.
Yeah, they definitely do.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I just needed to show you that, and that was really important. Moving on, we have a couple of tweets. That really should have been the last tweet I saved for the end of the show.
Oh my god. We can always go back to it.
Yeah, we can always go back to it. This one is has 61,000 likes, and it's not even a joke tweet. It's just very interesting. The oldest door is still in use in Rome, cast in bronze for Emperor Hadrian's rebuilding. They date from about 115 AD. Each door is solid bronze, 7.5 feet wide and 25 feet high, yet so well balanced they can be pushed or pulled open easily by one person.
That's just super cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're so tiny.
In a little, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a good door.
Yeah.
It's a really fucking good door.
I do love this idea that just 60,000 people were just like, oh, that's a cool door. And then they just liked it.
Right. There's not a lot to say about it. It's just information that you learn.
Yeah. You're like,
And
sure,
you know it.
Well, now we're going to get a bunch of doors, right?
Okay. Yeah, that's right. That's the way you respond to this is, oh, I also know of a door.
Yeah. I've got a door in my house. So there we go. Don't see me posting it on the internet until now.
I think a lot of people have like pictures of themselves in front of the door, of the specific door, and they're like, oh, look, I went there too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. Yeah, doors connect people.
I do like this exchange. Someone writes St. Mark's, and then someone else like, can you move to the left a little bit, please?
You're covering up the door.
That is so funny. Yeah, so that's just the door tweet. Real hot. Not much to say. Kind of closing the door on that. And then one more tweet.
Nice.
Thank you. One more tweet to look at. This is. It finally happened. My Photos app generated the saddest video possible.
Tasty bites over the years.
I'm gonna turn the lights. I'm sorry, that Kiwi footage wrecked me. I don't like that camera ready anymore. Okay,
I'm gonna be so disappointed when this inevitably doesn't have the same music.
Yeah, it's the same music as the Kiwi footage. But again, this is a video generated by the photo apps of this account, and it starts called Tasty Bites Over the Years.
Oh no. Oh, oh, that one I don't want. Oh no. 2 sections of gummy worms. Oh no.
Oh no.
All right.
So yeah, that's their generated pictures of all their food.
That one bums me out.
Which one?
The pizza bagel with the unmelted cheese, but sort of melt, just on the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They couldn't wait.
That's from a Lunchables, isn't it? No.
But the sides are melted. That's what's like.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, it might be from a Lunchables that they decided to like barely touch
exposed to heat.
Yeah.
Oh my god, these are so the Skyline hot dog is, as these go, acceptable. This is amazing. The creased like with the great wave of yeah.
I guess I just don't understand why they're taking photos of food that does not look like ready to be eaten.
Right.
And also just like, why are they taking so many pictures of their food in general? Like none of this is like any of this is a picture what I would share with someone.
They're in a contest with their friends to eat disappointing food. And so they have to prove their food to each other.
Yeah.
See, I understand taking a photo of this oddly shaped frozen pizza. Hey, like it's like when you get a vegetable, like one of those carrots that's like 2 carrots stuck together.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you're like, oh, look at this effed up carrot.
Yeah. Look at this effed up carrot person who I dump this level of daily life on.
I'm trying to figure out why the app chose these, and the best I can come up with is a lot of cheese and or disposable / segmented plates. That seems to be the trick here.
Alternative theory. If they feed, it's the kid cuisines are a tip off for me. What if it's like one parent is traveling, other parent is home with the kids, taking pictures to show that they're making what the kids are eating.
Right.
Yeah.
They're being fed. Look, I got them an egg sandwich and 3 handfuls of gummy worms. Oh man.
Yeah, everyone is just everyone in the replies. I don't think I've ever seen replies that have been this despondent.
Right. This is like the other side of like the COVID cooking craze. It's like the COVID sad food reality.
Right. I didn't get into sourdoughs. I just
made the same boxed mac and cheese a little worse every day.
a little, just a little every day. I love to see that time lapse. Instead of people getting older, it's their meals getting worse.
Oh, they have a portrait in their attic of some really good looking meals.
Surgery. There was a surgery Twitter trend a while back when medics were posting tasty dinners montages the photo app had created that include removed tumors and organs and stuff.
Oh, gross.
I got to be honest. When I first read that, I read it too quickly and I thought it was sugary Twitter.
Same.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
So it was a real hard turn to tumors and organs. Why is that sugar? Okay.
Yeah, it really confused me at first. I was like, is this the cakes thing? Where you don't know if it's cake.
Someone writes, these Chicago public school ass meals.
Good adjective.
Set up ass noun is my favorite combo of words.
That is a Michael Trainor ass tweet if I ever saw one.
That's got to be great.
Yeah, it's got to be fucking great.
Only because the ass is in there. It's so funny. Every time.
And like, damn, G, I didn't know adults for real live like this.
Pools of tears forming at the base of 3 heads. The gummy worms and the biscuit.
What's the saddest meal, I guess, that we've had recently? Do we have a meal that we've eaten that would have made this list?
A lot of my lunches these days are essentially like KFC famous bowls of leftovers.
Oh, nice.
I'll just take like 4 or 5 different leftovers, heat them up, and add hot sauce. So there'll be rice and like 3 mismatched vegetables and ground beef.
My parents go to Wegmans and they buy chicken parm, which is like they just have like slabs of chicken with like the meat with the sauce and cheese on it, and you're supposed to cook it. But sometimes I'll just like eat it from the refrigerator the way it is. So it's not really what it's supposed to be.
Like cold?
Yeah, I'll show you.
Yes. It's happening. Oh, the fridge is right there.
I'm looking for them. Where'd they go?
Yeah, we've had an early episode. We had a live look-in at Rachel's dad, like putting groceries in there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I thought it was an office because of the calendar on the Now I Know fridge.
Yeah. No, it's just the computer we have in the kitchen. So, like, do you guys see these?
Okay.
Yeah.
But like, there's something that's very like obscene to me about eating them like this.
Yeah, I would 100% do that too.
Yep,
in a moment of weakness. Oh, you know what was sad that I did was I cheated on Passover with a late night snack. So my daughters we weren't keeping Passover for them. and my father-in-law was visiting. Well, my in-laws were visiting, and my father-in-law doesn't keep Passover. So when we ordered Chinese food during Passover, we got scallion pancakes, which I wasn't allowed to eat. And I just like straight up like one night at like 11:30 just walked right over to the fridge and was like, fuck it. I just ate cold scallion pancakes and it was great.
Been there, man.
Love me a
It's great.
scallion pancake. They're so good. Oh,
And those are all our tweets we have for the week.
Good job, Twitter.
Excellent. I don't have to go back on Twitter for another year. That's great.
That's when we're having you back.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
I'll put it on the calendar.
Thank you, Ansel. Thank you, Ansel.
Yeah, I mean, scallion pancakes are, I agree, top tier.
And no, just because we're out of tweets does not mean we're out of show. At the end of every show, Adi shows us a parenting meme he's made for the week. This is a personal challenge for him now that he has kids. And since he is a comedian, we've asked him to make a parenting meme every week and then to explain his reasoning.
All right. So this week I had an idea for a tweet and I couldn't figure out the meme template for it. I'm still not 100% satisfied with where I ended up, but I think this is a good meme. Okay. I just had a different vision that I haven't realized yet. So, stay tuned. Future weeks, I might remember to get back to this. But with no further ado, let's get the old thing and internet.
This seems right to me. As an uncle, I still get this joke. That same joke. Yeah, my nephew calls me to tells me jokes, and they're usually the same ones over and over. But he loves them. He can't get enough.
Yeah. Well, and right, he cracks up hard, right?
Yes, he loves the what is it? What do you call a camel with a hump or something like that? I think it's something like that. And then he yells pregnant and he laughs and laughs and laughs.
That's the joke?
That's the joke.
A camel with a bump. I would imagine it's a camel with a bump.
You would. But I've heard it several times.
Because they don't call it a baby hump. That's not what they've called it.
I think, I don't know.
They call it a baby bump.
I would give him notes, but I don't think he would take it well.
Yeah,
He's real.
no, if he came on this show and tried to defend that, I would let him. It'd be nice. It'd be nice to have him. He's great.
I like the setup.
I saw that he's playing baseball.
He is.
Yeah.
He's getting taller. He's playing baseball. He does soccer. He's doing all the things that I was terrible at as a child and excelling. So.
All right. So Heather Ann, I need to understand, did the joke book have 8 jokes you liked? Or did the joke book only have 8 jokes? 8 total jokes.
Oh, wow.
8
total jokes.
Do you remember the jokes?
Let's hear those jokes. My new favorite joke is, what do you call 2 guys in Kiwi costumes slowly swaying outside a room? The best way you could possibly invite the New Zealand Prime Minister.
I'm assuming she reacted fine to it, or else that would have been the first image that popped up afterwards. Just her like.
Well, she stayed for the calligraphy contest.
True.
Orange banana joke and one about a chicken on the roof. Can you tell this chicken joke, Heather, in the chat? I'll post your lines.
Oh, the classic orange and banana joke.
Well, and so the thing. Oh, I forgot punchline. That's so sad. But it's okay. The thing with with the 3-year-old, your nephew is probably what, like 7 now, 8.
I think he's going to be. Oh boy, he's either. Yeah, I think he's going to be 8 this May.
Yeah. So my Sydney is 3, and so when she has a joke that really hits, it's usually not intentional. One of my great prides is that even like 1 out of 20 is intentional, which is pretty good for a little kid. But she has no idea why the joke worked,
Yeah,
and she doesn't understand timing. And
those are
so,
always great.
yeah, and so that's what the 5 to 100 times are not like that the joke gets told. It's just it's that the words of the joke are then just uttered over and over and over again with that look around, like I'm going to be really freaking sad if you don't pretend that this is still funny.
Do you remember that? Not Dave Thomas, but our mutual friend Dave D. He his nephew had a joke about 2 giraffes. Do you remember that? One of those.
I remember that this existed.
Yeah, it really splits the people down the middle if they like it or not. It's definitely one of those 3-year-old jokes. But if I remember correctly, it's, what did one giraffe say to the other? I live in the woods.
That's like when my niece was in the 3 to 4 range. She didn't understand knock knock jokes, but she understood that they were a format, and so she would just say, "Knock knock."
Oh, who's there?
A chicken. Knock knock.
Oh no, who's there?
My daddy. So to her, it was just like exciting that they were there.
Look at all the fun people that visited.
Yeah. Yeah, and the good thing about the telling a toddler telling a joke many times over is that it does go through that cycle where you'll get slap happy for it again somewhere in the like 20 to 50 range,
Right?
And it'll really start hitting again, and then like there's no fighting the continued existence of this joke, the continued prevalence of it in your life. And so it's just like you're almost laughing at the absurdity of it, and you're enjoying how much your kid is enjoying it, and then it keeps going.
Yeah, and then that's your life. Yeah,
That's
just there.
your life.
I will say, Adi, that I think for your meme, can I offer some constructive criticism?
Yeah, note me.
Cool. So I think currently these 2 ladies are representing the same joke, right?
Yes.
So I would maybe change it to the lady in green saying, telling a joke once, and then the lady in red saying telling a joke, because you want them to represent different things. And so it's not they're not jokes, they are the behavior of telling the joke. So that's
what I was
yeah.
Yes. So I was this I kind of slapped together after trying for a while to find a good template for the other format that I was thinking of, which I couldn't find a good one for in the time that I had. Which was like basically like I wanted like someone, basically I wanted like Scarface going to town on a mountain of cocaine.
Yeah.
And I wanted that to be my toddler, and then just at the top, like my toddler's like approach to one joke that worked. It's like
this all
drowning her face in that mountain of drug. I want her to suffocate herself inside the mountain of cocaine.
I love that.
Kids and cocaine. That's just funny. Like,
it really is.
Honestly.
Because they shouldn't do it, and you wouldn't know if they had.
Yeah. And to them, it just looks like flour.
Yeah.
It's an honest mistake. They thought they were eating flour, and now they can't feel anything.
Oh man.
And okay. All right. Goodbye. This me. It was all right. I also like I like that format, but I've used it once before on the show. So anyway.
I mean, it's durable. It's durable.
It's a good format. It's a good format.
It's there for a reason. For this.
Yeah, the classics are classics.
Oh boy.
It's like if Bon Jovi didn't play Living on a Prayer, you know, they'd be angry, those New Jerseyans. They would. I wouldn't feel anything, but you know, someone would feel something.
Yeah, I don't know what Michael's equivalent to that would be. Michael, do you listen to music? I don't know if you've ever told me a music opinion.
I don't have great music opinions. I listen to music, but I'm not good with. I listen to what I listen to, but I'm very bad with lyrics, which is why back in the Improv Boston days, the circle game was literal hell. I hated that. And then people like just have songs in your back pocket. Like I can't think of any song that has any lyric. Yeah. And then I'd have, I'll do happy birthday. And then someone does happy birthday. I'm like, all right, well, I'll just.
But
along.
Michael does make music.
I did make music.
It's
been a while.
Okay, fair.
Probably 10 years.
Can make music.
Yeah.
Michael can make music.
I make music that I think is normal, but then outside opinion confirms that it's just a little weird, which is fine.
It is weird. I love it.
Can I ask, just because I know multiple improvisers who were in ska bands,
no.
Is it not ska?
No, wasn't ska. I'm not against it, but I wasn't in it. I don't listen to like ska beyond like, that's a ska song. Cool. But I can't tell you one ska band, probably. Maybe Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, because everyone knows them, but yeah, no ska. But if you want me back in a year, I can try to learn how to play a ska song. I'm going to take that back. I don't want to buy a trumpet. That's too much.
Michael, if you had to name the genre of music you make or like that you think of making when you're making music, could you name one?
Yeah. So the first band I was in was sort of like hardcore, metalcore, sort of, but more like Deftonesy. And then when we went off to kind of do our own thing, it was like had a twinge of that, but like with keyboards and like digital beats. So not really. There's a band called Super Furry Animals that I like a lot that have it's not the same type of music, but I feel like what I like about them is everything's fair game. And even stuff that's like lame, like sounding music, like schmaltzy 70s stuff, they like incorporate earnestly. It doesn't feel ironic. So that's the type of, because the first band I was in, there was a member of the band that was very like, this is what we do. Like everything else is lame. We're doing this. So I like a lot of different weird things instead of just sticking to one, like this is what metal has to be and all that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, a sense of direction is probably good at a certain level. So I can't entirely fault that person you're describing. But also, variety is the spice of life. So fuck them.
I think direction is important. But like, I don't know. There's direction, and like obviously if it works in the song, having something in there, like that's important. But then beyond that, I feel like your own taste is like probably pretty good direction enough. I mean, unless you literally like every sound, you can't decide because you're a Berkeley kid that like could make any type of music they wanted. So, which I am not a Berkeley kid, so I can't do that.
And no Berkeley kids here. I don't think we allow them on the stream.
Oh, good. Very good. We kick them off.
Strict no Berkeley kid policy.
Too much Berkeley.
Yeah, there was a second guest, and I saw I got kicked off immediately, so I assume he played the I can't think
Showed
of
his Berkeley card.
showed his card. For some reason, I was going to say sitar at first, but I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the first instrument I thought of out of all the instruments in the fucking world.
sitars are pretty popular.
I like them.
Are.
I just don't know if they have a sitar major in Berkeley. If they do, awesome.
Yeah.
What
I
is
know people have gone for bass, but that's all I know.
is the most commonly played instrument in the world?
And he's looking it up.
What is it?
The guitar.
Which is sitar?
Sitar is not in the top 10.
Oh, all right.
All right, so
Get those numbers up, everyone.
Mhm.
holy
Speaking of-
shit.
yeah,
All right, 10 creativesoulmusicschool.com. I don't know if you're correct. But if you are, there's some surprises on this list. Number 1 most popular instrument, piano. Sure. Classic. Guitar, classic. Violin, drums, saxophone, flute, sure, at 6. Yeah, that makes sense. Cello, clarinet,
Okay.
Number 9, trumpet. What do we think is number 10?
harp.
Yes!
The harp.
Rachel, I'm going to Venmo you $1. Yeah.
The harp.
Yeah, I guess that's just a good guess.
What the hell? Who gets harps?
That's
like
such an
harps.
expensive instrument to hey, maybe I'll be good at this. Maybe
Yeah. I mean, I've contributed to GoFundMe's for people who needed a new harp.
Okay.
They're expensive little fuckers.
Right.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm saying the people's instrument, give me at number 10. I don't know.
Ham bone.
Ham bone. Yep. To me, like a sitar seems like, if there are a lot of people in India playing sitars, I wouldn't be surprised. And India's huge.
it's also proximity, right? Like the piano is big because everyone's just trying to get rid of pianos all the time. And it's easy enough to scale down to a keyboard. Guitars are but where I don't even know if I've ever seen a harp in the wild.
I used to see them at Dana-Farber and at Brigham and Women's. A harpist would come and sit in the lobby and play sometimes, which was very cool. Harp is beautiful. In my mind, super underrated.
I agree. I think of the kid whose brother plays drums, so then he learns drums, or but I don't know. There is obviously a scenario where the kid goes to the next room and the parents have a harp and they just get good at the harp. But
here's the other reason harp surprised me. I'm with you, Michael. The other reason harp surprised me is you go see a orchestra, a string orchestra. They have a maximum of 1 harp.
Yeah.
There's never more than 1 harp, and there is always more than 1 hey, bass was bass on the list. I don't think bass was on the list. Yeah, bass didn't make the list.
I wonder if they're wrongly lumping in guitar and bass together.
Well, screw them.
I agree.
Yeah,
I'm on your side. This is insane to me.
Yeah, that's crazy. This is from creativesoulmusicschool.com. Something tells me that they teach harp at Creative Soul Music School, so they put it on the list.
Yeah, it has to be.
I think we solved it, gentlemen.
All I'd say is we kept 8 viewers through that whole conversation. And I will say once again that I love this show's viewers because they will always stay with us.
But I also feel like we should not abuse them when we're clearly out of show.
Yeah, you all are the best. Heather, Ansalt. Who else is sticking around tonight? The Worst of Tims, are you still around? Abolish the Senate.
Oh,
Love
did
y'all.
we do one last David check?
Um,
I'm sure he didn't do it.
I'm sure he
Yeah.
didn't do it. I'm certain he didn't do it.
That coward.
David, I'll tell you my spoiler after we check if you want to check.
There's still nothing on him.
Yeah. So he said, so I wrote, give us that flex vid. And 20 minutes after he said, LOL, I'm not in flex mode this week. I was just curious. Oof,
I hate
what a power move. What a power move.
Anyway, Ansel needs to sleep. Michael, is there anything you'd like to plug before we say goodnight?
I'd love to plug David's flex video next week that he has to post.
Oh, when he's in flex mood, when he's in flex mode. Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, not really doing much. Hoping to get back into sketch like video stuff, but it's been kind of slow going. So I don't know. Just watch 2MB. It's great. I'm plugging the channel, baby. There we go.
Hey, Michael. If you're into more streaming content, we have a show tomorrow called Steam Daddies every week at 9 p.m. Ryan, David, and Connor play games from David Thomas's library, and you should go watch that show and demand David flex throughout their show. Just really harass him in the chat. So this is our show. Thank you for watching. I'm Rachel. This is Adi, and this is Michael. We're here every week from every Wednesday from 9:30 until we start talking about harps. Good night, good luck, and good posting.